Oh, it's going down. I wonder if they've added, Rainmaker back in the rotation. The game has updated. I would put money on freaking Hammer still being broken. Oh, and Rainmaker is back in the rotation. Okay. That's a wrap. Nothing on the Splatfest is in a little over 10 days. Well, it's a little over 11. Because it's on the 11th. Huh, interesting. Yeah, so the game has updated. We're now in 1.2. I don't know what's changed, what's different in the most recent 1.2 update. Did I unlock any? We unlocked something last time, huh? Oh, we must have unlocked the Glugas. Eh. God, I hate these Choco Clogs. God, they're so ugly. Oh, we got some stuff. Faithful Range Blaster user. Yeah, right. That, some chaps. That. And it's a Super Sea Snail. It's got to be something for the locker, right? That's got to be like a locker item. There's no other way around that. That looks familiar, but I can't name where. How strange. Yep, Splatoween. So yeah, oh my god. I think I even follow this artist on Twitter. Hey, Mario Fan Live, how you doing? So for today, we're going to jump in Salmon Run. I think today is a random event. Which, let me see, is it? I'm pretty sure it's a random event. It's either a random event or it's something stupid. Oh, wait, that's not what I want. No, it's not a random event. There must be a random event coming up or something. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's a random event coming up. Whatever, we're gonna hop in Salmon Run. It's been a while since I've done Salmon Run. AKA, like, 2 weeks. Doing good, bored, how about you? Yeah, you know, I've been working, you know, not really actually doing much. Working, have I? That's really it. I mean, we'll talk about a few things later, but... Yeah. Oh. But it's nice to play some Sploon. Oh, really? Okay, there we go. Ah, shit. Oh my god, we're already starting off terribly. Nope, not dealing with those. Oh god, small fries, man. Small fries are the worst. Okay, I'm trying to lead the steel eel towards us. With, yeah, getting its eggs right next to the base. Okay, we should have enough right here around base. That is, oh, as long as we survived, we would have had that. Barely. This is not the nicest rotation. Yeah, this is not the nicest rotation. At least, I mean, Bamboozler... It could be worse. They could have given us a bow. At least I don't think there's a bow. Oh, it's Tentobrella. Yeah, God, this is not the nicest rotation. So, for tonight, we have a very small show. There's not much news at all. I think there's, what, 3 stories? 2 of them are very small. So, yeah, there's not much news tonight. And then, WIBE-wise, Black Adam. I forgot to talk about Black Adam last week. We'll talk about it this week, and that's basically it. That's literally all I've been doing. So I guess let's get right into it. So, we got another Pokemon reveal. You know, it is Halloween time coming up in 2 days. So it made, right, getting some sort of spooky Pokemon made sense. Especially because I don't really think we had gotten one so far up to this point. So spooky Pokemon, you know, makes sense. Good idea. And we did get our spooky Pokemon. And that is... It's Greavard? I keep wanting to say, like, Graveyard. Because it's supposed to be, like, a play on, like, grave... Right, it's like grievance, or, like, grieve to grieve a loved one. But it's also got... It's, like, one letter away from graveyard, kind of? Right, kind of? So, it plays on both graveyard, right, grieve and graveyard and stuff like that. I don't love the design. I don't love the design, but I don't hate the design either. It's basically, it's another dog. This is our second dog. Surprisingly. It's our second dog Pokemon. And yeah, it's not one of those, like, oh god, what are they called? I don't remember what type of dog it is. I just know it is dog. You know? It is dog. God, I couldn't tell you. I don't know my dog types. It's one of those real, like, it's not a shaggy dog, but it's like that. But it's a ghost type, because it's got a little candle on its head. And like all other ghost-type Pokemon, it steals the souls of its victims. Oh, shit. Yeah, when you get near it, it gets, like, really excited to, like, play with you. But if you play with it, it steals your soul. So, yeah, it's, you know, like Pokemon like Litwick, where it's like, oh, as you hang out with Litwick, it steals your soul, right? Well, this thing does the same thing. If you hang out with it, if you play with it, it steals your soul. It doesn't realize it's stealing your soul, but you better believe it is stealing your soul. So, yeah. That's the kind of Pokemon we're looking at here. Honestly, you know, Pokemon is never not dark. I feel like they do it intentionally, right? Like, originally it was like, oh, isn't that funny? Look at these Pokemon Dex entries of freaking a Bulbasaur that steals your soul, right? Fun stuff like that. But now, that's just legitimately, oh, this is what Pokemon is now. Pokemon that steal your soul? Yep, that's just the present. Oh my god, the Moz. The Moz. The Moz will tell. Oh. But yeah, so, you know, honestly, I don't hate it as much as, like, I do some other designs we've seen so far. It's okay. It's definitely gonna evolve. There's no way this thing doesn't evolve. Okay, I haven't used a Tentabrella in a while. I haven't used a Brella in a while. Did we get... Okay, we didn't get all high tides, but we got a lot of high tide. So yeah, Oh. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I think it's okay. Honestly, I've seen worse designs, even just this generation. So I think it's okay. I don't know, man. You know, it's funny. In real life, I'm like, I am a dog person, right? Could care less about could care less about cats. You know, I'm a dog person. But yet, dog Pokemon... I thought Yamper was cute, but I hated Bulltown. Its evolution. Terrible Pokemon, that Bulltown. And there we go. Yeah, I did not like Bulltown at all. Herdier is okay, you know. And then there's, like, you know, there's Poochyena, there's... What other dog? Growlithe. I've never used an Arcanine or a Growlithe. I've used Stoutland once. I think I've used Stoutland. I've never used Poochyena or Mightyena. I know there are other dogs. And right, in this gen we have Fido, which is a good name to a design I don't really care about. Just being honest, do not care about Fido's design. But yeah. And you know, it's definitely going to evolve into like a loaf of cooked bread. That's good. So yeah. You know, whatever. The Scarlet and Violet come out in 20 days. Less than 20 now, I think. We're probably going to get at least one more trailer. I think it would make... So, spoilers. Spoiler alert from the leaks. I would think the logical final trailer would be the Paradoxes. We've gotten the alternative forms. It would make sense to do the Paradoxes. I don't know if we're actually going to get the Paradoxes, though. But if I had to guess with the last trailer, that would make sense. I don't think we're going to get the, Oh, I actually hit that. I don't think we're going to get the starter mid. We're definitely not getting the final evolutions, god no. I don't think we're going to get the mid evolutions. But, you know, anything's possible. Nope. Okay. At least the other guy. Okay, whatever. Okay, we got enough eggs. We're all good. So yeah, I think Paradox would make sense show off one past and one future, and like show off the Jigglypuff, and show off I don't know, one other thing, or even even if they want to do Salamence and Tyranitar, that would make sense as well. But whatever they decide. Oh, goddamn. Other than that, so the only other Pokemon thing is I do fully expect in the next week or so that the game is going to fully leak. It could be, honestly, it could be as soon as Halloween. Because I guess review copies, like, are already being shipped. Yeah, I guess review copies are being shipped. Retailers are going to start getting copies soon. All it takes is one of those copies to get out. And boom, the full game leaks. So yeah, it just takes one copy. That's it. That's all it takes. So, or, well, one copy to make their way to, like, I don't know, freaking, like, 4chan or whatever. God damn. They were all on me, which was at least kind of nice, but we're in trouble. We've lost. I don't know. There's too much stuff here. I don't think we can recover from this. Oh my gosh. Oh, we don't even have enough eggs, yeah. So yeah, the game's fully... So if you're at all worried about leaks and spoilers and whatnot, there are certain, words to mute on Elon Musk's Twitter. There are certain accounts to block. What is it? Centro Leaks or whatever they're called. Honestly, I'm not gonna go out of my way to find them. I've already seen a bunch of stuff. But, whatever happens, happens. I'm not too stressed about anything. But just a heads up, that's coming very soon. Because the game releases very soon. So, yeah, just keep an eye out for that in the coming days. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's good... And, there's going to be, like, one more trailer. And I'm sure stuff will, like... There's going to be, like, smaller stuff that's going to accidentally leak a Pokemon or two. Like, Nintendo's going to put out, like, a launch trailer. And, hey, surprise, surprise, the, Sushi Dragon's in it. Or whatever the hell. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me at all. So, on to our next story. So, The Witcher 3... So, The Witcher 3 is, right, huge game. Witcher TV show on Netflix, hugely popular. I have only watched the first season. I've been meaning to watch the second. I really enjoyed the first season. I kind of want to play The Witcher... I've actually never played The Witcher 3. It's on sale right now on PlayStation. So... I've definitely been thinking about playing it recently. I'm not going to, obviously. I've got enough games to play. But it definitely was something I was like, wait a second. It is on sale right now, isn't it? And yeah, it totally is. Ah, so close. Trying to keep this guy distracted. But yeah, so The Witcher 3, right, super popular. Netflix show, which we did get some news about the Netflix show. That, because of presumably what's happening with Superman, the fact that Henry Cavill is returning to play Superman. This part was not actually confirmed. It's just a very educated guess. But because Henry Cavill has signed on to play more Superman, he will not be returning for a 4th season of The Witcher. Instead, they will be, for the 4th season, they will be replacing him with Liam Hemsworth? I'm pretty sure it's Liam Hemsworth. Who, you know, he's probably not going to be as good as Henry Cavill. I mean, when was the last time you saw Liam Hemsworth in anything? But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, is it weird recasting, right, him fucking right, on the 4th season? Yes. Have I seen shows do weirder things? Yes. Right? Yes. Is Henry Cavill amazing in the role? Yes. But, you know, I think someone else will do a fine job as well. I really am not a good... I can't think of the last thing I've seen Liam Hemsworth in. Maybe he is also a big fan of the video game. You know, you never know. Because we know, right, Henry Cavill definitely is. Because he's a nerd like that. But who knows? Maybe Liam Hemsworth is as well. It's a big game that got a lot of viewers. But, so yeah. So that's one of the news stories that came out of The Witcher. The other one is that they're officially remaking the first Witcher game. Which I think makes a lot of sense. I have never played the first Witcher game. I know nothing about it. However, I'm not going to say I know nothing about it. I've never played any of them. However, I have watched Joseph Anderson's fucking 4-hour video on The Witcher. So I know a few things about the game. Have not watched Part 2. Part 3 I don't think came out yet because of Elden Ring. But I definitely did watch Part 1. I've actually probably seen it twice. Which is not nearly as many times as I've seen, like, his Fallout videos. I used to put those on to go to sleep every night. That's how many... I've seen those like a dozen times. Okay, we're all good here. Okay, that went well. So yeah. Yeah, they're making a new Superman movie. Hey, Diva? Yeah, I mean, do you care about spoilers? But they are making a new Superman movie. Both Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck have signed on to do more Superman and more Batman movies. Supposedly. I don't know, I've heard the Henry Cavill one. I have not heard the Batman one. But supposedly that is a thing. I don't like Man of Steel, but I think Henry Cavill is good casting for a movie like that. You know, I think he can do a good job as Superman. It's just, you need a good script. And Zack Snyder doesn't exactly get Superman. Let's just put it like that. Zack Snyder doesn't get Superman. They're remastering The Witcher. Yeah, they are remastering The Witcher. So yeah, the other Witcher news that came out was the remaster of The Witcher 1. And yeah, I think that's... I mean, again, I've seen Joseph Anderson's. It's a decent game that has some problems. That's how I'm going to describe it. I think that's how he described it even. It's a decent game with problems. So if a remake can just fix those problems, then they'll be golden. They just have to fix the problems, which I think is the hard part. But you know, if anyone can do it, it's freaking maybe CD Projekt Red. Problem? What kind of problems? I remember there being some problems with the combat. That was a big one. Like, because the combat, like, you switch between, like, a hard stance and a light stance, and it just works really weird. I just realized we had a Lampet and a, Litwick. Hey, I was just talking about those Pokemon. I know there's, like, some story problems where, like, you can play... So, like, in The Witcher, Dandelion is, right, Geralt's best friend, right? At least one of them, right? You have, oh god, I'm forgetting her name, the love of his life, oh shit, I don't remember her name. I'm completely spacing on it right now. They're scarcely mentioned in the game. Well, and it's not even that they're scarcely mentioned, but you can play through the entirety of the first Witcher game and not realize that Dandelion's his best friend. He is such a non-part of the story. He only ever comes up in side quests and whatnot. You can, honestly, you can play through the first half of the game, completely miss him, like completely miss all of his character interactions, and then meet him in like chapter 3 of the game, and he'll act as if you had those character interactions. So like you'll meet this character for the first time, and he'll talk about it as if you met back in chapter 1. And it's really like, it's weird, it's a weird oversight. But like when you're thinking, oh, this game was made what, like 10 plus years ago? And they didn't entirely know how to do everything at that point. Right, it's weird stuff like that. I cannot believe I don't remember her name. Starts with a Y. God, no, I cannot remember for the life of me. It's not Triss. It's not Elena, is it? I don't remember. Oh, nice. But yeah, so there's just like weird oversights like that in the first Witcher game. That, you know, if they just fix some things, make some quests like mandatory, I don't know, try to like force or encourage character interaction, you know, you could fix a lot of the problems. I don't know if they're actually going to do that, obviously. But yeah, they're remaking it. They're doing it in Unreal Engine 5, which, you know, there was a lot of talk. Oh, Unreal Engine 5. Look at the lighting. I mean, whatever. But no, it makes, as, you know, with all, like, we're getting a remake of The Last of Us. We got a remake of The Last of Us. We're getting a remake of, where are you? Oh, there you are. We have a remake of The Last of Us. Supposedly there's some sort of rumor about like a remake of Horizon Zero Dawn, which also does not need to happen. Like, that game's even newer than The Last of Us. But The Witcher 1 is one of those games that, yeah, because not a lot of people played. For a lot of people, the first Witcher game they played was 3. A lot of people haven't played 1 or 2. And while 2 is easy to go back to, 3 is, or 2 is, you know, it's easy enough to go back to. 1 definitely isn't. Oh, I didn't even realize that was it. So yeah, it's one of those things, you know. I think it makes sense, you know. And again, the TV show is super. The TV show is so popular that it made the game popular again. Same thing with Cyberpunk. The Cyberpunk TV show was so popular that the game, more people played the Cyberpunk game than played The Witcher at its highest peak, than did The Witcher at its highest peak. All because of that dang TV show. That, is it called Edgerunners? I think it's called Edgerunners. I don't know. I haven't watched it. It's a bit kind of like Arcane. It's on my, oh, I should watch this list. And I just haven't got around to it. But yeah, you know, for all, you know, it's funny. It was like, oh, CD Projekt Red burned so much goodwill. Everybody hated them because of Cyberpunk. And 2 years later, it feels like everyone's forgiven them. And, you know, if they stop crunching their employees as much, then, you know, maybe even I will start to, you know, forgive them. But that definitely has not happened yet. Yes, did I like The Witcher TV show? Yes. But I know that's also based on the book, even though it definitely takes more influence from the game than it does the book. Kind of? Of course, if you want the true Witcher experience, you have to learn Polish to read the original books in their native language. I actually picked up the first book. Right after the TV show came out, I was like, oh yeah, this was so good. Holy shit. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick up the book. I picked up the audiobook of the first book, Last Wish. Technically not the first book, but, you know, when I looked up, like, which order to read them in, because I know there was some prequels and whatnot at one point, everyone was like, oh, you should read the Last Wish first. So, you know, I just kind of rolled with it. So, yeah, that's all the CD Projekt Red / Witcher news. Next up, Somerville. So you may remember Somerville from a Microsoft E3 show a few weeks ago. I think it was over a year ago now. Somerville is the game not by... I'm pretty sure... I'll look it up right now. I don't think it's the game by Playdead Studios. I don't think it is. Somerville game. It's by Jump Ship. You get it? Because they jumped ship from Playdead. So yeah, there was a studio called Playdead that made games such as Limbo and Inside. Really a fantastic studio that makes some amazing games. Yeah, I admittedly I think Inside's a little overrated in my personal opinion, but it's not bad. It's not like it's bad. I just don't think it's one of the best games of all time, as some people clout it as. I thought it was good, just not as good. Also, it doesn't help that I don't get the ending. Which, you know, that happens. Like, that's Firewatch. The ending technically fits. It's just, you're not gonna get it. Especially on your first go-around. But yeah, Playdead made some, Inside Limbo. But after Inside, the two heads of the company had a falling out. Oh, shit. I was really hoping he wasn't going to follow me. Yeah, the two heads of, Playdead had a falling out. One stayed at Playdead. The other started a new studio called Jump Ship. Because, you know, he jumped ship from Playdead over to his new studio. Yeah, it's fucking CVS levels of pettiness. Oh my god, what's happened twice now? So, they started showing off their new game, which was called Somerville. And they showed it off at Xbox's showcase last year. And, you know, it looks good. It looks good. It's about, I think the town is Somerville. Alien invasion. You know, shit happens. Oh my god. So yeah, shit happens, you know, Somerville, aliens invade, end of the world shit. Overall, it's not going all that well for some of these people. But yeah, it looks to be in a similar style to a game like Inside. Or, it's like a walking platformer, I guess is the nicest way to put it. Oh my god, I was trying to aim at him. Whatever. So yeah, but it's finally has a release date. And that release date is in 3 weeks. It's November 15th. So yeah, that's right around the corner. I don't remember what Playdead's new game is. Let me look it up real quick. Playdead Studios. We're getting close to Kohozuna. Okay, yeah, any moment now. Playdead. Playdead is doing something? I swear they had announced their new game. I swear they had announced their new game back during E3. I guess not. Maybe I'm the one taking crazy pills. I swear we had known Playdead's new game. Nope. For some reason, I thought they had revealed that early at E3 this year. Or, you know, Summer Games Fest. I swear that was revealed at Summer Games Fest. Guess not. But yeah, Somerville looks good, you know, hopefully. Because, you know, honestly, what it reminds me, they're falling out. I know I made the CVS metaphor, but it reminds me of a local pizza place. There was a local pizza place here that had like 4 locations. And then it was run by 2 brothers. It was originally the father, and then, you know, he handed it off to the brothers. And then the brothers had a falling out. So one brother took half of them and kept the same name. The other half took the other 2 and renamed them something different. And I can't remember which one it was, but you could tell, like, oh, okay, this guy didn't know what he was doing, because now all of a sudden they're not as good anymore, and I think they actually did all close. So yeah, will that be the case here? Will the studio... I think all 4 of them are closed nowadays. I could be wrong about that. That sounds right in my head, though. Yeah, so... I mean, it's totally possible that, you know, everything... That, hey, maybe they're both gonna put out great games. Maybe only one of them will. You know, only time will tell. Oh. So we'll see in due time. But so far, everything we've seen of Somerville, you know, it looks just like some of the, like, Limbo, like Inside. I'm sure it'll be fine. We just gotta wait and see. Yeah, that's not far. Will I be picking it up? Probably not, but that's because I think Pokemon comes out, like, I think it comes out on, like, a Tuesday, and Pokemon comes out on, like, a Friday. So that's, like, right around the corner. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. Let the Goldie go. So yeah, that's right. Because it's almost November. November starts Tuesday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 15th is a Tuesday, and then Pokemon comes out on the 18th. Yep, totally right. So hey, that'll be cool when that happens. And that is literally all the news I have for tonight. I'm sure there was other shit, but literally nothing I can remember or care about. Right, like, I'm sure there was other pieces of news. God, the freaking Helena Taylor story keeps devolving, where she admitted that, yes, she was given $4,000 per session, and now, now it's going to make hard for any future voice actors to get proper pay, because of this one person, right, was greedy. So it's a fucking shit show. That's what this all amounts to. The entire thing has been a shit show. I do still think voice actors are mistreated in the industry. But this is probably going to make things worse before it makes things better, you know? which sucks. You know, it sucks that's all the case. But supposedly people are liking Bayonetta 3. Supposedly it's reviewing really well. I don't know. I'm not a big Bayonetta fan. I don't like spectacle fighters like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry. I would love to give 2 another chance one of these days. Like, I do want to. Because, yeah, I did not like the first one on freaking Xbox. Nah. But I just don't like spectacle fighters. They're just not my style of game. Again, it would be I would perfectly pick it up if it ever went on sale. If Nintendo ever did, like, a sale where it was get both Bayonetta games, 1 and 2, for the price of 1. Right, it was like both games were $30. I might consider that. Or at least I'd pick up 2, right? But no, Nintendo just never does sales. Oh, shit. Okay, that did not work out the way I wanted it to. I forgot it was low tide. Holy crap. Okay, we gotta kill at least 4 of these. It's the small fries that are killing us. Oh my gosh. We're screwed. We're so screwed. Yeah, we needed to kill more of these things. Nope, it just ran me over. It's the small fries. It's the small fries. There were too many of them. None of these weapons are good at dealing. Like, we really need a roller or something. None of these weapons are that good at dealing with small fries. I mean, the splatter shot might be fine. But the 42 gal shoots too slow. Whatever. So I guess that takes us to WIBE. So, what have I been enjoying? Well, let's start off with Gotham Knights, shall we? Let's just get that one out of the way first. So if I've been doing my quest to, you know, play through the Arkham games, specifically get my mother to play through them, we managed to beat them all, and that led us into Gotham Knights, which we had just started, and we hadn't put much time into it all. Well, we played a little bit more. We did some co-op. Co-op works fine. Honestly, the co-op has worked fine. You just join somebody else's... It's the type of co-op I want in a game. Oh my god, what a waste. What a waste of a Booyah Bomb off the start. The most powerful weapon, and you just wasted it on that. Yeah, so it's, so the co-op has been working fine. You know, I don't want MMOs. What I want is just, I think the best type of co-op is the one where you just join a friend's game and play with them. And yeah, that's exactly how this works. You just join a friend's game and you play with them. Yeah, and you can progress your story. So, right, let's say, it's weird though, because instead of like, oh, well, we beat chapter, like, 3, right? Let's just say chapter 3. Now, all of a sudden, we progress to chapter, right? So we're now, the next chapter is chapter 4. When I went back to my world, it didn't let me start at chapter 4, and said it was like, oh, well, we know you beat chapter 2 for sure, so we're going to count that off. Or, wait, so yeah, okay, so you beat chapter 4. And it's like, okay, we know you beat chapter 3, so we'll let you skip that. We know you beat chapter 2, we know you beat chapter 3, But even though you just beat Chapter 4, we're not going to count that. It basically is always one chapter behind whatever you're doing. So if you beat Chapter 4, it only counts through Chapter 3. Of course, then you can just go back and play on whoever's world you join and do the next chapter there, and that's fine. So, right, so it was counting me as like, oh, well, you've only beaten Chapter... Right, you only beaten Chapter 3 when in actuality we had beaten Chapter 4. But I was able to just go back and be like, yep, here you go, you can do the chapter again. Right, so, like, it's a weird issue that I'm sure if you were playing both, like, single player, like, by yourself and multiplayer with somebody else, that could be kind of annoying and weird. Like, it doesn't work exactly like how you would expect. But honestly, it has not been... Maybe it's because I'm only playing with somebody else that it just has not been an issue so far. But yeah, the multiplayer, you know, it mostly works fine. You'll always see whoever... Like, you have to wait for the host... Like, if there's, like, a door, you have to wait for the host to always go through the door. The host is the character in all the cutscenes, so you gotta wait for the host. So you got... Yeah, you got... In every cutscene, you have to wait for the host. But then once the host is done, right, there are, like, emotes. I wish the emotes did the thing where it's, like, it pointed, like, hey, guess what? The other person's doing the emote. So that way when I'm, like, standing next to the door waiting for them to find it, they can see that I'm doing, like, the impatient, like, waiting emote. But nah, whatever. There are dancing emotes. I haven't fucking dealt with that. You better believe I have not. Oh, look at that. Now, if only I didn't fucking die right there. Come on, Oh my god, I sworn. Whatever, I didn't die. There were so many eggs right there, I could have gotten most of them if I just had more time. But yeah, the actual, you know, I know this game has not been getting great reviews, and admittedly, I'm still early into it. But so far, it's been fine. You know, there's a whole thing that games are more fun when you're playing with other people, right? That playing with friends can make bad games fun. And while I know some people will be like, playing a Batman with your mother made it more fun. Honestly, yeah, kind of. Seeing her get angry that I'm faster than her at getting to all the objectives and I've killed all the enemies before she even gets close. Yeah, that's funny. I don't know, what can I say? And see, I'm still again, like, even though I know I say that, right, that there is evidence that playing games with friends is more fun, I'm still against always online games. I'm still against MMOs, right? I know people want that Pokemon MMO. That sounds like a forking nightmare to me. I think just joining the world and playing with 3 friends, that's the way to do it. That is the way to do a videos game. But yeah, you know, it's been it's weird. Some of the changes are weird, like the grappling hook's on a different button now. Combat works a little different now, you know. Dodge isn't triangle. Instead, dodge is circle. And the dodge just doesn't feel as good as it did before. Like, I don't like the dodge as much now. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, I don't like the new dodge just doesn't feel as good. Like, I feel like you have less time to do it. And it's just like there's less of an, like, before there was like these like 3 marks would appear over the enemy's head. Now it's like these like circles appear like where they're about to like punch you, and it's just less noticeable. I feel like your dodge doesn't move out of the way enough. Like like before it was like this big like jump. Now it's like a cartwheel, and it just doesn't feel as good. I've been playing as Batgirl. That's my main. I know there's a lot of, like, number grinding, like, oh, what, you get upgrades, who can get the highest number, right? Fucking Anthem or Destiny style. As far as I know, I'm aware there aren't microtransactions. God, I might be wrong about that. If there is, I haven't seen anything yet. I'll fully admit, if there are microtransactions, I've noticed nothing so far. Oh my god. Okay, so we lost somebody. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so that's been, you know, whatever. Whatever. I've personally thought the game was fine so far. Yeah, I'm only a few hours in. But I like the characters. I like their interactions. Right? I they're like when you're at the Belfry. And you know, sometimes you're just like waiting around, or like one person's doing upgrades, the other person's waiting around. Like characters talk to each other, and it's really cute actually. Okay, we didn't rank down, but they did definitely take points from us. But yeah, I would say it's cute. You know, there's a lot of cute little character interactions. And I do like the characters. Barbara, Jason, Tim, and Barbara, Tim, Jason, and Dick. I was forgetting Dick. Oops. That's what she said. But yeah, it's been fun, you know. You know what, I'm sure as I keep playing it, and as combat gets more complicated and whatnot, I'm sure I'll have, like, a lot of those complaints that some of the reviewers are having with the repetitiveness, I will deal with those. But early on, at the moment, nope, I have none of those problems. But I'm also, again, early on into the game, and I've not been putting, like, playing it like once a week for a few hours? Yeah, that's not much time to put into the game. It just straight up isn't. But you know, I've got some more. I'll probably put another, what, 2 weeks into it, and then God of War. And then maybe I'll come back to it in a few months. Something like that anyways. Where the heck is this cannonballer? Not over here. Nope, not dealing with that. Okay, let's head to the center. Let's just assume they've taken care of the cannonballer. Holy crap. But yeah, so that's Gotham Knights so far. You know, it's fine. I'm early on into it. I don't really have any complaints, you know. It's doing what I want it to, more or less. Could there be a little more to it? Yeah, I'm sure there can be. There definitely is it feels like there's a larger focus on side quests in this game. Like, and there was a pretty decent focus on them in Arkham Knight. But I definitely feel like there's more focus on side quests in Gotham Knights here. As, like, you're kind of, like, spending time doing different things in between the, story missions. Yeah, whatever. They can deal with that. Yeah, so what else have I been doing? I started Dead End Paranormal Park Season 2. I was hoping we were going to talk about it today. Because of, because, you know, it's Halloween in 2 days. And that would make a good Halloween episode, or like a good like Halloween thing. Especially because I'm thinking maybe I'll do a stream highlight for that for Halloween itself. But, if it happens, it happens, you know. But yeah, I did not finish it. I think I'm like 4 episodes in right now. And you know what? So far, it's pretty good. It's been... The wrestling episode was fantastic. So yeah, I really enjoyed that episode. That was great, fun episode. All the angel stuff has been good so far. Because they're definitely building towards something with, right, the angels, the evil twins. There's something going on there, but... Again, I'm still early on into the season. Inside Job, 2nd season, I think is either November 15th or November 18th. So season 2 of that's right around the corner as well. God, I'm excited. Inside Job was great. I'm ready for more. Still working my way through Amphibia. Yep, still working my... I think I'm 10 episodes in. So I'm pretty sure... no, maybe I'm 9. I think I'm 9 episodes in. Because the last one I did was the Christmas episode. Which was, you know, fun. The Christmas episode was fun. Right? Of course things had to go terribly wrong. It's a Christmas episode. But it went wrong in a wholesome sort of way. Where there's this whole element of like, yeah, right, the moms always wanted this parade float. And so, of course, Anne was gonna get her the parade float. That's really wholesome. And right, yeah, they get interrupted by Andreas, and yeah, they're definitely going to be going back to Earth soon-ish. Oh my god, we're done. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, we're done. We can't survive this. I just want to do Kohozuna once tonight. That's all I'm asking for, is to survive long enough to fight Kohozuna. This just isn't a good weapon layout. That's the problem. Fucking... Again, like, 52 gal in... A splatter shot would be fine. But matching that with a fucking bamboozler in a, other thing? Pff, no. I honestly kind of want to rank down. Because at least then if I rank down, I've got a better shot at actually beating Kohozuna. Oh, so there has been... So, because of the new update, of course, people are... When's Big Mode? When's Big Mode coming? And I guess they have added some new stuff related to Big Mode. But no, there is no Big Mode yet. That is not happening. It seems like Big Mode is basically the Salmon Run equivalent of a Splatfest, which is interesting. I actually like, as long as they don't make Splatfest, like, 1 month is Big Mode, 1 month is Splatfest, right, and they switch back and forth. I don't want a Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics shit. Do them both in the same, every month. Or something like that. Yeah, don't do, oh, well, every month there's going to be a Splatfest, but every 3 months there's a Big Mode. No, once you open that bottle, don't put it back, man. I want to play more Big Mode. Assuming it's good. But yeah, I guess there's all sorts of things. Nothing like super concrete, mind you. Like, we don't have like 100% like, yeah, this is for sure what it is. But you know, there's some new stuff. Anything else? Nothing else that I can think of. You know, Halloween's right around the corner, so... I think I've said it before, I'm not much of a Halloween guy. There probably ain't gonna be a Halloween stream or anything like that, because I ain't no Halloween guy. Right, like I don't have any plans for that. I don't even know what spooky game I would play. Spookiest game of all, filing our taxes simulator. I love, right, it's the fucking Yoshi commits tax evasion, counteracted with, Kirby files his taxes. Because, yeah, Kirby would definitely file his taxes. He may be an eldritch abomination, but he does his taxes. Because nothing is scarier than the IRS. Not even Batman. Ah, what a fun episode. And they knew it. They knew they had a fun episode on their hands. Anything else? No. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a Halloween. I didn't last year. I mean, again, at most, I upload the first Dead End Paranormal Park review onto YouTube. Which, again, you can already find that somewheres in a previous live stream. Which one? I have no idea. I can just tell you it for sure does exist somewheres out there. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything else. Oh, yeah. I was really hoping he was going to take down the, whatever it was called. So I guess we should talk about Black Adam. Now that we're on the verge of death here. Now let's talk about Black Adam, shall we? Oh my god, I couldn't even get a reef slider off. Okay, we've got a bunch of eggs right here. Just barely we couldn't. God damn, it's not going my way tonight. So, Black Adam. Okay, yeah, this is not a great movie. You know, it's, so, full spoilers ahead. You know, I would, here's a buffer clip. Full spoilers ahead for Black Adam. I don't know if you give a shit. I don't know if there's enough to give a shit about in this movie for it to be spoilers. Just being frankly honest. Because it's fucking Black Adam. A fucking DC. Honestly, I don't know what's, like, less worthy of the spoilers. The fact that it's Black Adam, or the fact that it's a DC movie. Because who gives a shit? Like, goddamn, DC could have the fucking kingdom if they wanted. But they just don't know how to make a fucking good movie to save their goddamn lives. Okay, Shazam was good. Okay, Birds of Prey was good. Wonder Woman was good. The first one, not the second one. God, no, not the second one. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I'm sure there's other stuff, but, Justice League was fine. The Zack Snyder cut was fine. I do not like Man of Steel. I know some people do. I do not. Oh, the Batman's good. Batman's good, but again, that feels entirely disconnected to everything else DC's doing with their DC universe. Like, just real talk. And the fact that they're bringing Ben Affleck back as Batman is all the proof you need to know that's true. So yeah, spoilers. So, so, just a few weeks ago, okay, side tangent again, but this one actually is much more related. Remember a few weeks ago when in She-Hulk came out and was like, hey, isn't it fucking stupid how every superhero movie, specifically even Marvel, has the hero just fight the evil version of themselves? Like, we've been doing this too much, right? Like, that's kind of boring. And what the fuck does this movie do? Oh, let's make Black Adam fight the evil version of himself. Which is already kind of what Shazam did. I mean, yeah, I know the Doctor guy is technically a different character, but he had all the same powers as Shazam. He was basically Shazam, except he could summon demons. Like, come the fuck on. It's practically the same thing. So yeah, yeah, Sabak, the main villain, fucking useless here. Just evil Black Adam. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson's whole thing in this movie is he's like, I'm not a hero. Right? Nobody calls me a hero. I'm not a hero. I kill people. And all of a sudden, that's bad in the DC universe. Not like we spent an entire fucking movie with Batman killing people. You know, one of the characters who shouldn't fucking kill people. And it's not like Superman killed anybody except Zod. Oh, wait, fuck. Oh, wait, wow, DC accidentally destroyed their entire movie? Oh, wow, put another, what, a third fucking tally on the board? That's a gross understatement. Like, god damn, who fucking cares? I know people give the Marvel movies shit for, right, killing characters off too much, or for killing random civilians and killing their villains. I kind of don't care. Honestly, like, I get it, they're supposed to be heroes, but also, I just kind of don't care. Honestly. But, you know, also they're kind of Marvel characters. For the most part, I kind of don't care about the characters until the movie comes out. Because, you know, for a lot of people, Iron Man wasn't very popular until the movie came out. You know? But there are certain characters that just shouldn't kill. Specifically the ones who, you know, make not killing their whole fucking thing. Like, you know, Batman and Superman. Wonder Woman can kill, that's actually fine. That's actually fine. She shouldn't, but she can. I actually have less of a problem with that. And kind of the same, right? There are like the Hulk killing people. Yeah, okay, he can do that, sure. Wolverine killing people. Yeah, sure, okay, he can do that. Iron Man? Who the fuck gives a shit about Iron Man? Sure. Captain America, maybe not. I feel like that kind of goes against this whole thing, but other than that, no, I kind of do get it. I don't know. But yeah, Black Adam, right, who I kind of, like, if he just, right, they make such a big deal out of it. Like, oh, he's killing people. What? Heroes don't kill people. That's, at no point in this DC cinematic universe have I believed that. That's just not how these movies have worked up to this point. And we're fucking, like, 7 in. I know, oh, Superman kills one person. Yeah, what, such a big deal there. I'm really glad that worked. Oh my god, I didn't realize I was the last person. Fuck, we can't get Kozuna. Shit, man. So yeah, you know, he constantly is like, I'm not the hero. I'm not the hero. Right, eventually you learn that because of course we all knew this from the trailer, that his son was the hero. But then when the evil king killed his parents, the son gave up his powers to save his dad, and then his dad hulked out and killed the king. But oh, that part of the story has been lost to legend. all the people of Kahndaq knows that he's a hero, but the Justice Society knows the truth. And for some reason, the Justice Society works for Amanda Waller for some fucking reason. And, like, why wasn't this movie... Like, if this movie was set in, like, the 50s, you know, I'd have no problem with the Justice Society, especially if the Justice Society predated the Justice League, which is, you know, how it usually works in the comics. But no, it's modern-day Justice Society. You have these future high-tech jet... You have these future high-tech, like, motorcycle, like, flying motorcycle things. Right? It's just, yeah, it's constantly just not being interested. One of the worst performances by The Rock. Just being like, I'm not the hero. Ugh, I'm not Kahndaq's protector. Why not? Like, there's an obvious plot here of The Rock, like, becoming this, like, country, because this country is, like, under martial law, being controlled by, like, a group of outlaws. So there's, like, an obvious plot here where The Rock, right, becomes the king of this country and becomes its protector and learns to care for it. But no, that's just not what... The Rock doesn't want to be that. Like, technically he becomes the protector by the end, but that just doesn't... Like, that's not what the movie wants to be for some stupid fucking reason. There's this fucking kid who is just the most annoying little shit. Who does not... Who wants The Rock... Right, and, like, The Rock doesn't want to be a hero, right? He's not the hero. He constantly says, I'm not a hero. But this kid wants him to be the hero, because he's basically grown up in this, like, war-torn country. And so he sees The Rock and is like, you can be the hero that frees the country. And The Rock's just like, I don't want to be that. And it's like, why? Why the... So instead we got the spend time with this kid as this symbol. And then they give him a fucking cape because... I don't know. It's a fucking mess. Oh my god. So they contrast, right, The Rock, I'm not a hero, with Hawkman. And Ghost Rider. Yeah, they contrast him with Hawkman, who's like, oh, heroes don't kill people. Oh, right, we have to, even though, right, we're the Justice Society, we go where people need us to be, to deliver justice. But, oh, this war-torn country that's, you know, been under martial law for 40 years, we're not going to help you. And now that you have a protector, we've got to stop him, right? Because we know he's actually secretly evil, because he killed a bunch of people 4,000 years ago, even though that in no way reflects the modern-day state of things. Like, at fucking all. Oh my god, what a fucking mess. And honestly, I don't even hate Hawkman in this movie. Like, Hawkman is contrasted with Dr. Fate, who is the best part of this movie. Dr. Fate, he's been around for 100+ years. Helmet of Fate that gives him some... similar to Doctor Strange. Like, he does some stuff that's similar to Doctor Strange. I know some people will disagree with that, especially because I'm pretty sure Dr. Fate's an older character. But, you know, power-wise, like, he does, like, the duplication thing. He does a lot of the magic stuff. It's actually... You get some cool stuff with him, especially because, spoiler alert, he dies. And then Hawkman takes the helmet and uses some of his powers. And that was actually pretty cool. When Hawkman used the Dr. Fate powers, especially the multiplication thing, I was like, ah, that's cool. That's neat. So yeah, I will say, even though I think there's a lot of stupid things, the Justice Society is probably one of the decent things in this movie. But they give it, like, no time. They do fucking nothing with it. So that's a real problem, right? You have these characters who it's like, okay. Because you have, right, So there's, like, this implication that this team has been around for a while now, right? This is the Atom Smasher. The original Atom Smasher is a brief cameo by fucking Henry Winkler, of all people, as the original Atom Smasher. And, right, it's implied that he was the original who served on the Justice Society. Now his son's serving on it. You have, Cyclone, who, visually, I really like her powers. I like Cyclone's powers, as they're very colorful. Like, in some ways it reminds me of Stan Lee's Flash, where you've just got this, like, colorful rainbow streak. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. Okay, you know what? So yeah, it's like, she just, like, twists around. It's wild. Sadly, both of those characters are not given... They're given a little development, right? They each have their, like, one special moment. But for the most part, not actual much is done with them, if I'm just being completely honest. Like, there could have been a lot done with the Justice Society could have easily held, like, its own, like, sort... Not movie, exactly, but, like, they could have done something with them. Gotten anything? God damn it, we can't get along... We can't get together fast enough to do anything. They're just constantly on us. Oh my god. I tried to leave him away. Oh, this is it. I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying here. Oh my god. What, we were screwed. So yeah, Dr. Fate was fine. He was probably the best part of the movie. But yeah, the plot's out, right? There's this, right? They bring back Black Adam. There's this crown. The heroes, the kid, his mom, his cousin, who's a complete good comedian, completely wasted in this movie. He shows up like 3 times. Yeah, good comedian though. I don't remember the guy's name. I just know I've seen something else from him where he was funny in. And he's decent. He's decently funny in this. But yeah, it's... What a fucking mess. But yeah, eventually you find out that the villain, that the, like, one guy who was working with them but betrayed them, is actually, like, the last remaining descendant of the king. And he wants the power to get Sabak, which is, you know, like evil Shazam, which, again, is evil Shazam Black Adam, but with the powers of Satan. And then Shazam, and then eventually Black Adam, they get him to say the Shazam, so he loses his powers, and it's like, don't ever let me say that again. But, of course, they need him to defeat Sabak, because none of them are strong enough to, and the Justice Society gets their asses kicked. Because it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, the movie should be ending here. And I've definitely seen a movie ending montage that maybe I'm thinking of the season finale of The Boys for season 3 that has like this whole like musical montage where, right, the villain gets locked away, everyone kind of goes their separate ways, right? And I'm specifically the fact that he gets frozen. That's what I'm thinking of with The Boys, because at the end of season 3, one of the characters gets put in cryostasis. But no, that's not what happens here. And, right, it's like, oh, it's what feels like it should be the end of the movie is actually only... There's like 30 fucking minutes left. Because now they have to deal with Sabak for no good reason. And then, at the end of the movie... Okay, so, Black Adam's defeated Sabak. He's like, I'm the protector of this country now. And then Amanda Waller... This is the post-credit scene. Amanda Waller comes in and is like, I don't trust you. Don't fuck with me or I'll fuck with you, right? Like, I'll show you what kind of powers I have. And then at the end, Henry Cavill comes in as Superman. All of a sudden, now Superman's working for Amanda Waller. Okay, yes, I know Batman v Superman is an adaptation of The Dark Knight Returns. But still, fuck, who cares? Who fucking cares? the DC universe is such a fucking mess, and they're gonna try to reboot it, and in a movie that's gonna be such a fucking mess. Like, oh my god. But yeah. So Henry Cavill, because of course The Rock is right. He's too good for Shazam. I mean, right? He's too good for Shazam. Oh, Shazam's not a character. If he wants the hierarchy of the DC universe to change forever, Shazam has to fight Superman. That's the only thing that makes sense. So I want to fight Superman. So of course the post-credit scene is Superman. Right, The Rock in his fucking ego. What else do you expect? What the fuck else do you expect from The Rock? Of course, right, it's almost like... And, because, like, nobody... Like, someone pointed out, like, right, the DC Universe has no Boy Scouts. The only Boy Scout is arguably Shazam, who, you know, would make a pretty good counter to The Rock here. Because The Rock's all like, oh, I kill people. Fuck you, I kill people. You know, Shazam would make a good counter to that. Instead, they're going to try to use Superman, who, you know, has killed multiple people in these movies. So, yeah, fuck everything, you know, whatever. Fuck the universe, fuck The Rock. Ah, God. And with all that being said, with me complaining about it for the last 30 minutes, honestly, it's one of the better DCEU movies. I'd probably still put it up, like, if I were to rank it, it'd still probably end up somewhere in, like, I don't know, like, 5th? 5 out of 10, like, 5 out of 10. Just because DCU movies are so fucking bad. That, yeah, it kind of just ends up in the middle. Because Batman v Superman sucks. Man of Steel sucks. Suicide Squad sucks. Right? That there's kind of no place else to put it but in the middle. Yeah, I know there are some good things that definitely outrank it. Shazam, Birds of Prey, The Suicide Squad, which honestly I completely forget about every time. Right, so there are obviously some things that, like... But for the most part, right, like, who cares? The DC universe is such a fucking mess that, yeah, even at their mediocre-ish, is still better than their worst. And honestly, at least this movie wasn't boring. The worst thing this movie could have done has been boring. But luckily, it's not that. It's just kind of badish. Which, yeah, you know, bad is at least more interesting than boring. I'll give them that at the least. God, the DC universe is completely... They have the keys to the fucking kingdom as far as I'm concerned. And, like, and the fact that the Batman is so good proves it. Right? Because that movie's so good. And, right, if they just made a Superman movie that good, if they just made a... I mean, again, I liked the first Wonder Woman. The second one sucked. The second one was terrible. Holy shit. God damn it! There's no... I can't get Kohozuna. I can't get... We're so close. These weapons... It's these weapons. We just... I'm choosing to blame the weapons and not my skill. Because we would have had it by this point. Even with a random set, we probably would have had it. Alright, we'll do one more match. I guess that takes us to the outro. Wow, shortest show we've had in a long time. To be fair, I expected that. I don't know, we talked about Black Adam for like half an hour. Yeah, so yeah, it's almost Halloween, you know, I've got nothing planned. Probably doesn't mean a stream, though, but... Yeah, at the moment, I've got nothing. You know, it's really gonna suck when I get stuck with the fucking Bamboozler for Kohozuna. Oh my god. Okay, this... We're already so screwed. Fight. Fight on. Oh my god! They're scaling the wall. Okay, let's get this in. We still need, what, 2 or 3 more? Still need just a few more eggs. Ah. We might actually do this one. Okay, I was gonna say we might. Nope. I shouldn't have jumped down right there. Crap. Crap. Yeah, I think we're done for the night. You know, short show. Might as well keep it a short show. Fuck, man, we're down an overachiever. Yeah, God. Can't wait for random. Once random weapons come up, then I'll be able to get my rank back. And I think random weapons has blaster this time, which, that's so much better. Let's see, what do we get? Some stuff. Swap for chunks. Swap for chunks. Swap for chunks. Swap for chunks. So the new gear, is the next month's gear is the helmet. It's like the strainer helmet from Back to the Future with like all the stuff spitting out of it, which is, you know, that's neat, I guess. That's neat. That's some neat stuff. I don't know. Right now, I don't know why they're doing so many Back to the Future references, but they are for some reason. Oh, I've got the Flingza. Sun-dried fish. Alright, let's look at some lockers and let's look at some posts. We're still missing the pink stuff. And see, I don't know how to get the bigger, like, we see the big locker over here. I have no idea how to get the bigger locker. I'm assuming if we just keep playing, we'll eventually unlock it, but yeah. That was great. Yeah, we're missing the pink. I've never seen it. I tried to do a bunch of stacking stuff and it just didn't work out. I like that you can use custom pictures in the locker. Haven't done it, but I know you can. What the? I'm trying to figure out what they're stacked on. I think that's something's up there. I like the outside of this one. That's cool. That looks nice. Ooh, someone's actually got the salty sea snail in there. I don't know. See, I really should be playing like every day, but I'm just not. Like I haven't even unlocked every weapon yet. Cause you gotta do series. Yeah, if you're gonna level up, you have to do Anarchy series. And I just haven't. Admittedly, I've been distracted by other things, but... Alright, let's go look at Miiverse posts. I don't know. You know, honestly, I'm glad I said today it was going to be a short show, and it actually was. I know an hour and a half is not exactly short, but by my standards, that's pretty short. Not beating the secret kettle. You have glow flies. Hotel. Oh my god, I wouldn't even try playing. Oh, I've been seeing these everywhere. Poorly drawn salmon heads as well. That's been one I've been seeing. Those have been great. I've been seeing those on, well, Twitter. 36. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed they aren't doing... I mean, I know they'll do one next year. I'm just kind of surprised they aren't. Kind of a... you know, it would have been fun. It would have been fun to do, like, I don't know. See, because I know they did Trick or Treat. I know they did Werewolf versus Vampire. I don't know what else they could do, but there could have been some fun stuff. Did they do a... I don't think there's, like, Splatoon Christmas, though. I would love that. I would love Splatoon Christmas. That would be fun. Because I know there was, like, events like socks and whatever socks... I remember it was socks and some... It was, like, socks and sweaters. I would love for there to be a Christmas one. God, finding out that all the Inklings are Jewish, so they don't celebrate Christmas, they all celebrate Hanukkah. God, that would be fucking funny. I love that. I love that. I want that to be true. God, I want that. Wait, what was that? Trick, treat. Oh, smell my feet. That's good. Yeah, Splat Christmas. I don't think there was like Splatoween like decorated the lobby and like things got like decorated, as did the final Splatfest. Maybe there was a I don't remember I remember a New Year's event. I don't remember a Christmas event. But admittedly, I don't think the big like Splatoween Halloween event was until a year after the game's release. I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember. I want to say it took like a year. The wedding DLC. I can't wait for the wedding DLC. God, look at my outfit. God, I need to fix my... honestly, I need to start spending my salty sea snails to get good gear. I really need to start, like, finally fixing stuff up, getting some good stuff. Because right now, I have nothing. I have nothing at the moment. But yeah, that's where we're going to end off for tonight. Next week, we'll be back. I really should be doing Fall Guys at some point. Especially because right now there is a Halloween Fall Guys event at Ghostbusters. I mean, it got Greg Miller to play again. You better fucking believe that. But yeah, I haven't touched Fall Guys in like months. Since Splatoon came out. I don't know. And then... once Pokemon comes out, I mean, the game changes once Pokemon comes out. Because it's forking Pokemon. But, you know, we'll deal with that when we deal with that. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to end off for today. What time is it? Oh, yeah, we're early. God, we're finishing before midnight. Or, I mean, after midnight, depending on which coast you are on. This never happens. Yeah, don't see Black Adam. Save your money and go see Black Panther in 2 weeks. I'm so excited. God. We got an Ant-Man trailer and a Guardians trailer I didn't talk about. They both look good. Honestly, I love the Kevin Bacon stuff in the Guardians trailer. The Ant-Man trailer is, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be the entire CGI background. I've already seen Spy Kids comparisons. I mean, yeah. No, I hope it's good. And then, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Sounds like a heck of a lot of fun, man. Drax and Mantis go to White Castle. Sure. I know there was a Harold and Kumar Christmas movie. Other than the fact that Amir Blumenfield's in it, I don't remember a single thing about that movie. Not at all. Yeah, so yeah, with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time. Peace.